Hey, brother. So how's the married life been treating you?
It's okay, I guess.
Wait, I thought you were all excited to finally get married to your beautiful murdering wife.
Yeah, I was. I did. But she's like really difficult to understand and wants to, talk. And the smell. She wears a dead animal. The puma thing she wears.
Yeah, the leopard pelt cloak. Well, that's a traditional garb of Aserai nobility, Henry. Just like you when you wear your Vlandian bear coat in honor of our...
Yeah, but she wears it while we're doing... she wears it when she's in bed with me.
You sure you're not just jealous because she's a better warrior than you? I heard she got 25 more kills at the last...
No, she lies, too. I killed way more than that puny woman. She's a sexy wife and all, brother. But I want more wives.
You, me, and the rest of Calradia, brother. I heard the Baron had 12 mistresses at a time.
Wait, 12? 12? That's like 3 times as many as 10 times as many wives as I have. Mistresses. Is mistresses the plural form of wife? Like many wives?
Look, brother, are you sure you want more than one wife? I can tell you from personal experience that while it may look amazing to you, many women can be jealous and fickle.
Yeah, I am jealous and fiscal. But you have many wives and I only have one.
Well, be careful what you ask for, brother. Keeping several wives can be an enormous burden, just like the cognitive dissonance that comes with your stunning imbecility.
Huh?
Right. You keep forgetting, too, what our mother said. Do you remember, brother? Widows?
Widow. Oh, yeah. She said that I could have more wives if there are less men in Calradia.
That's right. The more enemies you kill, the more widows you make. The more women out there that don't have husbands, and the greater chance that even knights like you may marry more than one wife. Sound like a good deal?
Yes. So I kill more, and then I get to have sex more? Well, that's all you had to say, King Hal. Thank you. Man, oh yeah. Brother, our mother is super smart, huh?
That's right, Henry. She sure is. Oh, Henry. I love you, brother, man. What am I ever gonna do without you? All right, friends, welcome back again to another episode of Tactical Enlightenment. Our YouTube channel is dedicated to all things Bannerlord related. We have, again, Leonidas, your host, standing in today briefly here because we're going to give you an update on the Epic Vlandian campaign. This is going to be just a minute or two of recap here before we get to the live narration, show you a few things that happened right at the tail end of this campaign. We went down into Aserai territory, really stomped the shit out of most of the Aserai forces, took 2 or 3 castles, took a city back, defended a city, and while we were sieging Tubailis Castle, we were actually passed by 2 different Aserai forces heading north. So very brief summary of the siege here. Basically a total massacre. I don't even need to show you all the details. The bottom line you need to know is that our Aserai sweep was complete. I think they have 1 or 2 castles and 1 city left in the south. And besides that, the Aserai is really on their last legs. Just wanted to give you this brief update because I didn't do a really good job at the beginning of this episode with live narration. And so from time to time, we will give you sort of the ESPN highlights. A smashing of Tubailis Castle and Leonidas out here as we get you back to live narration.
That's over 4,000 between the 2 of them. So they're not quite dead yet, and they just disappeared. Damn. Let's see. I don't think I want to... Probably won't include that castle siege. It was just a massacre. We'll do some editing there. Probably edit a couple of these castle sieges out. Let's just start an episode right here. Welcome back again, friends, to our Epic Vlandian campaign. We'll update you a little bit here, but we have business now in the north. The rats are still sneaking out of the trap. We went, of course, down to the Aserai territory, did major damage to Aserai forces, devastated them, defended a city, took 3 castles, and we have the spoils of war. Where's this guy? Right here. We have the Sultan clapped in chains. However, we just took Tubilis Castle, and I have no garrison because the Aserai just sent 2 forces north of this isthmus here, and it's pretty clear that at least one of them is at Ortesia. There might be multiple forces. Now, I'm actually going to leave Tubilis Castle undefended. We're not going to put any defenders there. We're hemorrhaging some troops here. We've got, you know, some weak troops at the bottom of the roster, but there's at least 4,000 Aserai forces north of us here. So another monster battle looms here before the Aserai are really snuffed out, even though we have the Sultan. And we're going to drag these recruits. A lot of people would stick them in a castle, but we may need every single troop we can get here if all 4,000 attack at Ortesia. Now, this army up here has really been vacillating back and forth. The AI has been kind of screwing us in this campaign. And let's keep an eye on the Aserai recruits. A lot of guys still are alarmed that we have deserters. We're embracing this new deserter process because it consistently shows the same thing. Now, there's another Aserai force south of us. Man, this is crazy. But it's also the StrengthenAI mod. Now, there's all kinds of tracks. 300, 500, 1,400. So Wazuban, I'll just tell you because I don't know if I'm going to include it all. Wazuban rolled right on by while we were sieging at Tubilis Castle. Now there's another army here, and I don't think I'm getting a lot of help. Oh, okay. Traveling to Ortesia to defend. Adrian the Bull is heading our way. Let's call some other armies here. 4,500. There might be 5,000 Aserai at Ortesia. Of course, we're not sneaking into cities, even if that was advantageous. We're going to fight out in the open. We've got to get there first, too. And we continue to have this kind of quandary with these other armies. They're doing strange things. I talk about on the channel how we're usually able to get our allied armies to do what we want them to. In this campaign, especially the late stages here, it's been really frustrating. Now, they haven't really been captured, right? We've avoided that. It doesn't really matter. Let's just give it to King Hal here with no garrison. We've been able to disband them and pull them to us, so we haven't had a major defeat for our army, and I suppose that's helped, but they really haven't done a lot. They've taken a few castles and defended a handful of times, but they haven't done the major work that I was hoping for. So at some point or other, we're just going to break them all up and call them to us, right? It's like we're fighting everybody kind of on our own. The Khazad are at war with us. The Aserai are clearly not quite knocked out yet. And no, damn, look at this guy. He's going the wrong way. And look at that shit. Ortesia's being assaulted by everybody. Quaban, I am, a bunch of other dipshit names. Let's bring this guy. Give us your fucking armies down here. If you're going to be incompetent, we're going to fucking recall you in disgrace. No offense. Although it is Adrian the Bull, right? That guy, another supporter, Patreon supporter. I love you, brother, but your character's dumb as a rock. We're going to put you in the infantry and keep you out of the command role, right? We're going to have somebody else do that shit. Of course, I jest, right? These AI, nobody's in charge of the AI. And there's a party here, and I hope we're invited. 170. Our army's a little bit banged up. We've been leaving small garrisons all throughout the Aserai territory, so we're a little bit suboptimal here. We do have a lot of lake rats and Skolderbroda, which I've been really digging, and we are going to be able to... Damn, it's going to be night. What do we do here? I think it'll last till morning, so I'm just going to wait. We're going to gather up all the little mice army are coming to us. All our other player clans. There's another one. We're going to have to just engage. 125. This city's going to collapse, I think, if we don't get in right now. 4,500, 5,000. There's a chance these forces here engage with the reinforcement system, so we've just got to get in here before the city falls. This is our best chance to finally capture all of the Aserai leadership. Wazuban, the actual Sultan. We have Guzid. We have Guzid's wife. We have Wazuban's wife. We have one of his kids. And you guys must be loving it. I'm loving it. If you guys aren't loving it, I don't know. I don't know what else we could do for you. Gigantic battle after gigantic battle here. And It's not for all the marbles, but this is most of our forces all piled up into one big army. So it's like a poker hand where you're all in. We need to win this battle here. Add some to throwing here for King Hal. We've done perks recently. So you take a deep breath here, make sure that we're on Bannerlord difficulty, and in you go, right? Straight into the plunge. And do we have a lot of cavalry? We do. Damn, try not to cough in your ear here. See, this is the beach battlefield, but we've got mostly cavalry, right? King Hal, part of it, of course, is that they're our best troops. Is Banner Knights, we got some elite cataphract, even some Aserai units. I don't think we're going to be able to make a beach defense here. We've just got way too many troops. We would be so crowded on the beach. So I think what we'll do is keep the beach as an emergency plan. If we're just being completely throttled, maybe we'll pull back there. But in such a large battle, I think it doesn't make sense. First of all, it would take 3 hours because the enemy would sort of try to work their way over there. This is already going to be an epic battle. We don't need to make it take forever. I mean, I could try some archers. We don't even have 50 archers, 60 archers. Man, we have so few archers. They're probably all Thean champs, but we're going to have to get really creative in this battle. We literally have 50 archers, and of course, archers are the bee's knees in Bannerlord. We do have 81 horse archers. That's going to help. We can put them behind them. They're basically mobile archers. And there is a little bowl here where we can create a bit of a traffic jam and a trap, shoot them to pieces, and hopefully negate the speed of their riders. So, second corps defending. Again, Berwyn, you're the MVP of defense. The goalie and the defensive players don't get enough credit, man. You've been essential. We're going to put the 3rd and the 6th division within your protective embrace there. And then I think the 7th right here with the 8th, we'll have King Hal man the 8th Corps out to the side there and try to swing in behind the enemy here and sort of trap them in here with all our meat cleavers and Thean champs and whatnot. And 445, and you can bet all of them are tier 6, right? The enemy's roaring in with a huge noble force. So it's Banner Knights versus Aserai Vanguard Ferris. Move this guy this square right into the core of the enemy. Damn, that is a lot of troops. And it's a spectacle for sure. Let's put the square right in the center. 3rd and 6th Corps all progressively charge over there, right? As the enemy enters that circle and gets slowed down, we can have those guys unleash. Some of them are going to be Varangians, right? We do have Varangians. We're taking advantage of it, and more accurately, our AI units are picking them up. We're purposefully not picking them up. Don't want that advantage. Horse archers are spraying. That is some good-looking arrow fire. I got to watch the back door here. Back door looks like we're being harangued a little bit. They got some horse archers behind us. And it's important to remember, damn it, I just got drilled. It's important to remember Wazuban has way above normal hit points for his troops. So you're going to see probably King Hal do 200 damage to units that don't die. Not just nobles. Oh, these guys are trappable. Look at this shit. Let's bring the 8th Corps over here and press them against the wall. These Khans guards are really struggling with the map. And of course, again, just like a couple battles ago, some people might say you're using the edges of the map. There's a cliff here. It's realistic, right? The Khans, I mean, they're not even the Khans, but the Aserai here are trying to circle us, and they can't because there are cliffs there. Now we can pound them against the wall. This gal evidently wants some. You want to taste? Come and taste it again. Oh shit, I just cornered myself against Khans guards. This is where your shield is so essential. Oh shit. They're all trying to fucking kill me. They're killing my horse. Fuck her. I like my horse, man. Leave my horse alone. Kill your friend for that shit. And we got the 8th Corps in here, but a little bit late. Now I gotta manage the rest of this shit. Wazuban is racking up kills. It's too bad the AI doesn't use his axe, right? He has a giant two-handed axe, and it just doesn't use it consistently. It's just not designed very well. All right, so horse archers are being sort of pressed out of the battle. Let's see what we can do here without the 8th Corps. We're going to have to bring them back soon, though. There's a nice peekaboo ridge potential right there. I'm looking for, this battle is going to be a half hour. I should have said earlier, right? Strap yourself in. Make sure you got a tasty beverage. If you like epic battles, how's this for you? And kill all these Fian champions. Just cut them down. Ooh. They got some lords here. Those are golden, what are they, golden boar or whatever they're called. Those are the nobles. That guy, look, 230 I did to that guy. He just grunted. All right. So we have lots and lots of cavalry, and it does look like we were successful in destroying their initial wave. I don't know how many losses we had. I was paying attention to not getting killed by the cons. We want to just sort of progressively hold this ridge and see what the AI does here, right? In battles like this, if they will come to you, always let them come to you, right? If we have to go to them, we'll do so. But early on here, I want to see what the AI does. Horse archers, infantry, they've got a pretty mixed army. Cavalry wings. Shit. Are we still recording? I didn't see the little green button there, so hopefully you guys didn't notice that little blip. I'm losing my little green button. I don't know if I'm recording here. We'll just have to hope for the best. They have 93 horse archers that we can try to trap. We've got a nice defensive front here, and we can just swing in cab behind them here. They've got a ton of horse archers. And they're being pretty savvy. We may have to trap these guys. Yeah, this is definitively a peekaboo ridge. Look at this spot right here. 4th, 5th, and 7th can just be spread out there. Now, I'm trying to think of our army here. I didn't look at it super close, which is a commander's fault, right? Napoleon would always inspect his army. Alexander, all these guys always knew what they had. Here's what I think I have. I think we have maybe 30% cavalry, maybe 50% infantry, and about 20% archers. I don't think we have a lot of archers. Of course, it's been intentional, right? We could just fizz our way through the game with a bunch of fiend champs. We're trying to be somewhat Vlandian culture. And of course, Vlandia does have sharpshooters, but I think a lot of our troops are infantry, right? We've got a lot of sergeants. We've got a lot of Skolderbroda and Lake Rats because those are the minor clans with us here. Now, the infantry's coming right into the teeth of the storm here, right into the eye of the storm. And they're, oh shit, killed my horse already. It's time to run. God, I lose the horse every battle, it seems like. Well, fortunately, the cavalry is literally right behind me. That's the 8th, 3rd Corps as the javelins come raining in. And I'm digging this glaive and shield combo. Man, you go from offense to defense in a heartbeat. And this is beautiful, right? Their infantry is just immolating here in our meat grinder. We've got cavalry. We're not even using archers here. This is just cavalry smashing them with infantry in the front. It's kind of a poor man's hammer and anvil here. And this ridge is beautiful looking. We're going to hold this shit. It's the kind of ridge that you can actually command pretty well on foot, right? Even though now I can't see shit. Because as long as the enemy's coming to us, we're going to stay right at this ridge here, right? It basically is a perfect peekaboo ridge. It's not super sharp, but it's going to be sufficient for our cause. That's for sure. 4th, 2nd. All right, so reinforcements are going to come into the 2nd division, right? That's going to be archers. So eventually we want to use this cavalry, this 2nd division. Otherwise, what happens is your divisions get mixed. If you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about, this is a function of the Battlesize mod. Your reinforcements come in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and that's infantry, archers, cavalry, horse archers in that order. So I should probably get a horse here. I'm probably going to be better off. I got horse archers here. Let's just steal a horse. Now, you guys fight on foot. Get back on your horses. We're getting peppered here by horse archers. And the enemy looks like they're playing defensive, which is really interesting because that's smart, right? The AI should make us come to them. 167 horse archers. All right, we're going to have to do a little defense here. A little defense and trap. Fortunately, we have exactly the kind of army to destroy horse archers, right? We've got the 8th Corps on the other side of them. 2nd and 3rd can wrap in behind here. They're starting to circle us, and the rest of their forces are hanging back, or at least they're coming up slow. We've got infantry facing them. Shit, they're already turning. Damn. Well, we're 10 seconds late here. And they're moving really fast. Yeah, that guy took 184 and didn't die. Yeah, we wanna just keep circling here. If they're going to send horse archers against us with the rest of their forces hanging back, we're going to kill them, right? We're going to take every advantage we can in this battle. Of course, you guys don't see the power bar. It's gone. Any gigantic battle like this in the campaign, you guys are used to it by now. Very few people don't like it. Almost everybody thinks it adds to the suspense, right? These battles are intense. They're uncertain, right? We're facing huge forces. Could there be Khazate or Sturgian forces that add reinforcements? Absolutely. And these horse archers are being cagey. You little fuckers. We might have to back up units here. Shoot, guys. Oh, shit, they weren't shooting. Damn it. It's a huge chunk of horse archers, too. Now, they're not doing major damage, but it's slow attrition, and we're getting filled with pins here. We've got to deal with these horse archers. Here's the other part, right? If we can do major damage to that horse archer division and then act quickly, we can ambush and destroy the rest of their forces, right? They got... never mind, they're starting to come. They got a lot of infantry horse archers. We got ourselves a brawl. Now, we're going to continue to run the 8th Corps straight across the battlefield here. This is another great battlefield for using cav charges. Look what we're going to be able to do here. Just drag them right through the enemy forces. Now, we don't want to take them through the strongest infantry, right? The Palace Guards will just absolutely maul our cavalry. We want to basically try to get to the fringes of their army. A lot of guys have described it as sort of grazing the enemy forces, right? You don't, not like a cow grazing. You want to like barely hit the edge of their line. That way your cavalry is sort of bumping them around and stabbing them without getting caught up in the middle. Have some of this, you bitch. Ah, that's a lot of horse archers still. This is a gnarly battle. Both sides have hugely mobile forces. We're outnumbered, but we got the old tactical tool bag working. 6, 8, 140. We're outnumbered, horse archer. My horse feels like it's running 300 miles an hour. I got Seabiscuit here. Alright, let's move in for the kill here. They've got a whole bunch of infantry and archers, but as usual, they're not in a very good formation. They're very compacted. I'm going to try to surround and destroy this force. It's going to be bloody, it's going to be messy, but if we can drive this cavalry through at the same time, we could probably stir their archers to the point where they can't shoot. We've got our infantry on the flanks. Horse archers are prepared. 7th, 8th, 150, give or take. Let's bore right in here. And we can fall back. We have lots of reinforcements coming, right? This is going to be a long battle. It's all about winning exchange after exchange, right? We've got to have about a 2-to-1 kill ratio here. Look at their archers are absolutely pinned. Kill them, boys. The archers aren't shooting at all, bitches. Oh, shit. We got drilled with an axe. We're just going to follow these archers around. Now, people ask sometimes, hey, is the slow mode, it seems like it gives you an advantage. Yeah, it does. It gives me a quarter second to think each time I get slow mo. There's no question. We will take a few advantages given what we're dealing with here. And of course, you can always just hold the command button where it pauses. You guys, oh shit, they have a ton of archers here. We've got to just sweep along this whole ridge. Glad that wasn't one of their banner knights. Came in fucking spear braced, came in couch lanced right in my face. All right, reinforcements are coming. Let's try to wrap these guys up before they get here. If we can get in quickly, destroy them, maybe we can launch right into the next wave. When you make aggressive momentum charges like this, it does have a shelf life, right? We're not going to be able to do this indefinitely because we're suffering wounds, but the enemy's reeling. They're trying to regroup, they're trying to recover, and each time they do, we're already on them because our forces are just coming like a steamroller. Now, this will probably switch the momentum because eventually we're going to be a long ways away and in dire need of reinforcements. So it's a little bit of a judgment call, right? What I like to do is keep a few divisions back just as a bit of a rear guard. Attack with your mobile troops and archers. Horse archers, 4th, 5th, 7th. The 3rd, we can set up a rear guard when we got to get out of here. Stretch them right across the front here. Get these archers moved up. They can provide cover fire. Got a lot of troops in there too. And we're just going to hold this line here. The reason is because the enemy basically has a reverse slope decline right on the other side of that ridge. No reason to charge it, right? Let's see if the enemy does. They might come over. If they don't come over, we'll do a mega flanking action and try to envelop them. The reason the AI is playing defensive here is because we're the attacker, right? Theoretically, the AI can play defense here. And I say that because it's kind of a strange concept. They're sieging, right? It seems like they should be the attacker, but you get these strange open field battles when you relieve a siege. So we'll just enjoy it for what it is. This little reverse slope decline is going to work well. Now, I like pulling the archers back to 4th and 5th because as you're retreating, if you have archers already set, you can pull off very clean retreats, right? As these guys are moving back. Look, the enemy's playing defense again. They're shooting at us. They got a lot of archers. It's interesting. Oh, that's why. They have 213 horse archers. It's time to destroy them. Let's see if we can't get a real good trap on here. Damn, they are being absolutely uncanny about their retreats. You little bastards, man. I mean, you want better AI, but then when it happens, you're like annoyed. And they are doing an exemplary job. All right, let's be a little bit more patient, a little bit more systematic here. Systematic here. We've still got the right forces. We're probably getting low on ammo. The 4th and 5th both have half their ammo, it says. The horse archers are almost out. Now, I don't want to bore you guys to death either, right? The AI just sits there. We will engage in a fracas. But I'm sure some guys are thrilled about this, right? A sparring action. This is, you know, this is a thing in Bannerlord. It'd be a thing in real war too, right? Your sides would switch. They would take turns being the aggressor, the defender, and their fucking email. Their horse archers, it's almost supernatural how quickly they're retreating. They must be watching our force here. The AI is cued into us or something. That 214 horse archers is being extremely frisky. Just got to get them to commit like another 100 yards, and they won't do it. We're going to have to pull forces back here, these little fuckers. Sometimes you got to pull back even further. And, of course, it is ultimately bad AI. The AI should have its horse archers basically behind the rest of all its other forces and make us engage. Then, of course, swing its horse archers behind. But you guys know that already. It is what it is. Now, they're all just down in the valley. These little fuckers here. They're right at the edge, like holding a peekaboo ridge. Who's charging? I heard one of their commanders yell, charge. Please charge. If they go offensive, we're in great shape here. We've got entrenched positions. Infantry 3rd, 1st, 6th. Let's put a line over here of defense. Horse archers are firing. Let's charge here. These guys can bore right in. It's still loads of javelins. Oh shit, I'm deep in the maelstrom. It's time to pull out the shield. You know what? Let's get out the fucking horse right here. You get trapped, you just get out the horse and duck. Look at that. They all just fucking ignored me. Cheat code? I don't know. You guys are free to use it though. You little fucker. Come on, he says. It's starting to get ugly now. They're starting to commit more. Their infantry and archers are still hanging behind that ridge. Fuck these guys. Fuck your defensive positions. Let's envelop them. Let's do a bit of a kamikaze charge here. We're not going to bore you guys to death. We've got a lot of strong troops, and we've got more reinforcements. You guys want action, right? There's infantry and archers right here. You sons of bitches. Their infantry, or their archers are starting to scatter. Yeah, let's teach them a good lesson here. King Hal the Beast still have 2/3 of a health bar. We might be able to survive half this battle. The RTS mod is, of course, active, so we'll be able to take over a character and just start sweeping them up. Sometimes you just tell everybody, follow me, right? Bring every single unit up here and just say, get over here. And what that does, of course, is it's just a kamikaze charge. All the archers, all the infantry, everybody's charging. There, just bring them right in here. Get over here. Yeah, they're getting reinforcements about 100 yards away. I almost ate a spear right there. All right, let's see. Infantry's coming up. Horse archers are on the flank. That looked like Wazuban right there. Man, this is going to be bloody. At least their archers are contained. Now we just got to pick off the stragglers. Oh shit, man, I'm losing horses left and right. Horses dying everywhere, fuck. And javelins are being chucked at us. Infantry's boring downhill though here. Let's push in, boys. Let's at least try to destroy one wave before we regroup. God, that's a bad looking death spam. Our troops are finally running out of hit points, right? They're getting waxed. Apologies, you companions. We're doing the best we can here. Fucking chaos. Man, that is a bad death spam. We got a nice initial wave, and we're still getting some kills. Comet Royal, atta girl. Comet back into the campaign. I don't know if I mentioned that. Horses are flying everywhere. It's getting chaotic. We're going to have to regroup here. We're just not going to be able to stay here. Holy shit, 153, that guy just kept coming. Like Terminator units here. Kill these bitches. All right, let's form a defensive line here. There is a bit of a ridge. All this infantry can be told to fire. We're going to have to start separating infantry here, too. We've got a ton of infantry coming in as reinforcements. I'm already thinking about that Peekaboo Ridge, but we're like 100 yards from it. We'll set up a defensive line of cavalry here. Try to beat feet back to our reinforcements. Getting fucking banged around and shit. It's chaos. Absolutely beautiful, though. God, they got horses everywhere. Slow motion dudes are flying. Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here? This is just fucking... It's glorious, beautiful carnage. So we should start seeing lake rats soon, right? We'll get through our top tier infantry and there'll be a bunch of skirmishers. Let's start moving them back to that ridge. Any forces that are coming over that ridge will be annihilated. We just have to set up our troops here. This is going to be bloody, the retreat, because the enemy's boring in on us. Henry, we lost you, brother. We're getting trucked by cavalry. God, they have a ton of horses. Get off your horse, dude. He's like still killing people. I told him to give me his horse. He's like, I'm busy killing, dude. I'm a little busy. Go, boys. God, they have a ton of horses down here. 2nd, 4th, 6th, 1st, 7th. I think we'll do 1st, 6th, 7th for infantry divisions because we have so many infantry coming in as reinforcements. This is what I was thinking 20 minutes ago, that we would have a lot of infantry in this battle. It's starting to show up. And I see a mix of tier 4 and 5. There's lake rats mixed in with like Skolderbroda. And the problem is these cavalry are just everywhere. Of course, that's the other problem, is they have extra hit points. Got a horse archer circling us. We might do a ring defense here of cavalry. We can certainly put cavalry in lines to our left, right? Those defensive lines are going to be essential here. They're just pouring in Jav, Cav, and archers behind us here. We've got to get these forces planted so they can start shooting. All of a sudden, I can't hit anybody with my... What the that guy took a lot of damage. Now, these are Wazuban's troops, right? They have that extra hit points from the medicine skill. This is like fighting yourself. Fucking archers set up on the ridge. Let's try to get forces on their flank. Can't have that. Yeah, you fuckers. Fuck! I might be better off on foot in this battle. They have so many different ranged units. Jav, Cav, guys spearing me and shit. Look at this infantry mass here. I've got this ridge to defend. I relish fighting on foot. We're getting banged around, but I think this might be the way to go. It's certainly going to be the most visually appealing. It's going to be gnarly. just holding this ridge. It's our hacksaw ridge right here. They got a line of archers we got to deal with. Fuck. Getting peppered. The archers are getting smoked from behind. Let's start spreading them out. Let's have 2 different flanks of archers. Come on, boys. Kill this fucking archer line. Kill them. There they are. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Get in there and brutalize these archers. They're shooting your mates. Fucking archers. Let's just cut right through these archers. I don't see any other infantry moved close here. Shit. Watch out for the fucking couch lancing. Yeah, you fuckers. Yeah, you fuck. More cavalry coming. We've got our defensive line set, though, so let's start pulling troops back. If they keep committing to us, this is our chance to win this battle. 2nd, 5th, 3rd, 6th. 396 infantry in that 1st division. We're going to have to split it. That is a huge amount of infantry. 40. We still have some horse archers, too. We can still do flanking action. At some point or other, I may get back on a horse. I've still got almost half my hit points. 1st, 6th. Let's do 1st and 6th. We may form a square here as well. What we can do is have a square of defense, square of infantry, have the rest in a spread formation behind them to charge, but also to throw javelins. With so many different Lake Rats, Batanians, and Aserai units, you want to have space. This is something, of course, we really started to show often with the 1.32 beta, with the improved accuracy. These guys aren't nearly that accurate, but it'll still be effective, right? We can have 3 different infantry divisions. The 7th ready to flank up there, right? We'll just put them towards the top. I see Lake Rats and Skolderbrota galore in here. They look great with the black and red. We've got a cav line here doing its thing. Let's push it forward. Get him, Lake Rat. Now, Lake Rats are weak as fuck in melee. You have to be using their javelins, right? But I want to hold fire here a little bit at times. That way we can save up those volleys for a barrage of throwing arrows. When there's a ton of troops in here, kind of like that, right? That's when you unleash hell. I'd prefer infantry, right? And just unload. You see all these javelins. Look at that shit. Just javelins go flying through the air. The enemy's penned up, and every guy can see because of this ridge. These cavalry are hugely exposed. And they are being butchered. They're attacking our square and being drilled with javelins. Oh shit, they just pushed in tons of infantry. This is probably a good chance to flank too. Archers are behind him. We've got a very thick press of troops right here. I'm feeling good. I got my shield, fuckers. Yeah, you keep fucking trying to throw javelins at me, you bitches. Let's pull a division up here and flank. They're pouring right over to our left. Let's try to close in on them. We got to be quick. More forces are coming. I don't think we can get up in time. It's all right, though. They're still getting mauled here between the 2 different pincher forces. Get in here, boys. No, I wanted to position them. That'll have to do. The enemy cavalry is just being butchered on our lines here. They got their little smiley face shields, and I bet they're not smiling right now. Just in a meat grinder here. Getting whipped by King Hal's legendary glaive. Just works troops. You bitch-ass archers. You guys aren't going to stop King Hal. It's fucking beautiful. That line's starting to break down. The 6th has been really useful, just to have one division in a square. Archers spread out behind here. We've got 170, 180 archers. We can split them into 2 divisions. It is an absolutely gigantic fracas. It looks like something out of the Lord of the Rings. It looks like there's 10,000 units on the field right now. It is amazing. Yeah, I see you. Oh, punk. Oh, shit. We got a flanking opportunity over here. We can spread out archers on our left. That way they have beautiful crossfire on all of this cavalry and infantry piled up there. 2nd, 5th. Let's bring this division over to the side. Shit. Shit. Get over here. Why the fuck aren't you guys moving? I don't know why they're not moving. Am I not pushing it right? What the fuck? I'm starting to see low tier troops for the enemy. Come on, boys. We got this shit. I'm getting fucking chased. God, this shield has saved me this battle. We've got a ton of cavalry. Push forward with the cavalry. Let's do some shield and shock tactics here. Let's hold fire with all of these sergeant crossbow. There's actually still crossbow, tier 5 crossbow left. Charge, boys. God, it's a huge scrum. We got cavalry leading the way. The fucking horns are blaring. Javelins are flying. Let's get these archers over there. Hurry up. Get to that flank. Then we can have them open fire. We're gonna wrap these guys up and just crimp this whole flank. I mean, we can just eradicate this whole force. Maybe 700-800 Aserai in there and just crimp them all. They're starting to regroup. Damn it. 524 infantry. Half are charging, half are running. We can't tell what they're doing. Our cavalry's pushing through. It's causing chaos. And our steamroller is intact. Look at this cavalry just leading the way. They're not attacking. Guys are like charged. Now, we're just pushing them forward. Behind them, infantry, archers, skirmishers. And the screen is flushing. The enemy's onto low-tier troops. The Aserai forces, even though they had, what, 5,000 something, they're down to weak troops. They're really haggard at this state. I mean, that goes without saying, right? We've been battering them battle after battle. What the fuck? I must have missaw that. 250 that guy took? They're still sending in infantry. Son of a bitch. Pedal to the metal, boys. Everybody charge. Let's have every single guy get up here. They're broken up. Let's just fucking break this wave. Our crossbow on the side is just frizzing everything. God, they're getting frizzed. Let's see what this next line looks like. Cavalry, horse archers. Their forces look like they're setting up in the center here. I think this battle is over. Let's try to finish it off. Let's set horse archers right on the flank. Archers up here in a hurry. Shove cavalry through and just fucking push them off the map. Those little stalls, you know what that is? That's hundreds of units trying to get out of here. This fucking battle is over. What about Wazuban? I haven't seen him, right? Sometimes he's the last, or, you know, a powerful hero like that's the last guy in the battlefield. Let's try to seal the deal here. We've got forces just roaring over. We whipped this force. We have tons of forces left. We might have a quarter of our army left. There's lake rats. I see some low-tier troops, but I also see a lot of tier 4 still. And King Hal is not ascendant. He has ascended, right? He is just maxed out now. His army is shredding it. We lost. None of our companions. Attaboy. You guys held the line and didn't die. That's all I'm asking. Man, look at our companions did major work. The archers, of course. And we have 1,000 troops that survived. That's beautiful, right? Because now we've got to deal with the next siege. Lagetta is under siege. There's Khazate there. How many? Right? The question always is with the Khazate, how many? We haven't really had a big showdown with the Khazate. Marco, third try. Third try's a charm, right, brother? Henry, of course, 25 kills. What a badass. And this was textbook. Now, that was a really interesting battle, and I still don't see the fucking recording button. I'm going to be pissed if this is not recording. Just fucking talking to myself in my study. My wife already thinks I'm strange. Come with us. Taken prisoner, taken prisoner. I don't see Wazuban here at all. Shit, I think I just gave up those troops. That was an accident. Fat-fingered that. Yeah, we'll just take all this loot. We'll sort that out in a second. All right, so we could probably get a few reinforcements here at Ortesia, but we got to go take a look at Lagetta, right? Oh, shit. That's probably Wazuban there. I didn't see anybody capture the old villain. That's probably his army, huh? And he's making a break for it. This is not the first time this has happened. It's nice for the role-playing element, right? Wazuban is this escape artist, ultimate general. Now, King Hal's got his number, but victory is still victory, and that was a huge victory. I gotta sort of stretch my legs after a battle like that, and that was such a long battle. We're gonna break these up. I'm gonna keep playing, but that was intense. That was a gnarly battle, and kind of the death knell for the Aserai. So, if you want to see more, of course, now's your time to subscribe. Please hit that like and hype button on the way out, friends, and I will see you next time.